I don't wanna play you. I just wanna tape you undressed and then I lay you down and record soft porn if it's romance and it's hardcore.
Yo, Cranberry Pumpkin.
Cranberry Pumpkin in his house.
That's all you need to know.
That's it. Today we're gonna be talking about found footage.
I was talking. This is Cranberry Pumpkin.
Hey.
I'm Aaron.
And this is,
I like movies.
And this is Shane. I prefer video games, but I'm gonna do a review of movies. So.
Are you gonna tell them
About what?
how you like to touch penises?
Excuse you? What? Are you kidding?
How you like to touch? Okay. Basically, we're just gonna put it out there. I'm Aaron. I'm gay. That's Shane. He's straight.
Yep.
And.
Totally.
That's the opposite, actually.
So we're gonna do instead of doing let's ridicule each other's sexualities, we're gonna do a video on reviewing some movie we just watched that wasn't worth your time and other movies that may be along the same lines that may be worth your time, but who knows?
Ugh.
Who knows?
But first, we need to take a second to talk about our sponsors. Sponsoring the first episode of our podcast is Evil Stick. You can
Jesus.
You can pick it up at any of your local dollar stores.
Okay, so there's this magic wand thing that's being sold at dollar stores. I guess dollar stores or one store?
No, it's $1 store.
It's
in Chipsville, nowhere.
It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a dollar store just called $1 store. It's literally just 1.00 store. And there's this little stick that you can buy called an evil stick, but it's in really cutesy packaging, so you better learn to read.
Ages 3 and up.
Ages 3 and up, and when you click the button... Ooh,
No, you don't click the button. You have to take the thing off.
No, you don't. When you click the button, it lights up, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah, so there's like this little star. It looks like a little star wand, and there's a little mirror on it, but when you click the button, the mirror lights up and reveals behind it a terrifying image of a girl cutting her wrists with red eyes and a scary face, and it's one of the scariest images you'll ever see in your life.
God, and the store was just like, I let my kids play with it when they were 6.
I have many kids, and I would let them play with it 6, 7, 9, 10.
I have many kids, and they all love the evil stick.
They love the evil stick. Seriously, if I had that when I was little, I would die.
We gotta find those.
We're gonna go to like the middle of nowhere, Ohio, and get
Chipsville.
Chipsville. No, it was like Dayton, Ohio, which isn't that middle of nowhere. That's actually a big city, but.
If anyone out there, any of our 2 listeners, has or can get their hands on an evil stick, send them over to us.
P.O. Box.
P.O. Box. They're so cute.
10934. Send it to Zoom.
Is that actually a P.O. Box that you have?
No, that's the Zoom P.O. Box. Remember that PBS show, Zoom?
Sorry, I never watched Zoom. But you know what I do watch? Bedtime stories. Let's talk a little about bedtime stories.
Oh. Well, I don't have much to say.
No.
I don't have much to say because I didn't like some of the episodes, but others I liked, so.
Okay, favorite episode.
Favorite episode was Bathroom Boys, by far.
Oh, come on. My favorite episode was Hole.
No.
Hole was freaking amazing. The ending was perfect. Bye, Dennis.
No, that one was lame. I don't know.
That was the only one that was actually like a nightmare.
True. Oh.
Come on! Turn the phone off.
Oh, sorry, turn it
Gotta
off.
start the podcast over. No, I'm kidding, don't.
Oh,
We're already way too far into it. From now on, don't. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep
restarting the video. Okay, guys, welcome to... No.
Hey, guys, sponsored by Evil Stick.
It's sponsored by Evil Stick. Scary
I'm gay,
stick.
you straight?
Scary stick, full of surprises. So...
Scary stick, that's what they call Shane, a part of Shane.
A scary stick.
Bad joke.
Totally. So...
what bedtime stories?
Bedtime stories, I feel like Awesome Show was better still. I feel like they work better in that format. And Skype froze or not. Yes. No, it's good. What? I can't hear you. Oh, no, I hear you now, but it's kind of like... Say something.
This is such a good podcast.
Say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Okay, so...
Guys, we're not professional podcast recorders, so...
Clearly.
Put your video back on. I miss your face, cutie.
My video's back on.
Oh. While we're talking
Classy.
about bedtime stories, we should also talk about Too Many Cooks.
Everybody's talking about Too Many Cooks nowadays. That's just the hit thing to do. It's literally Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared Part 4. Everybody's going to talk about it, and they're going to beat the dead horse, and then it's going to be... They're going to make a second one that's not going to be nearly as good.
I'm going to beat your dead horse.
My horse has been beaten to death already.
Anyway, so today we watched a found footage movie.
We did. We were trying to figure out what movie to watch on Netflix, and it was either
The Nun.
The Nun, a movie about a liquid nun or something, and the trailer, it was just a dub, and I'm not going to watch a dubbed movie. And then it was either that or we watched...
Did we watch? The Taking of Pelham 123.
That's what I keep thinking it's called, but it's not. That's the movie with John Travolta, I think, where they take the train or something.
No, that's To Rome with Love.
No, Taking of Pelham 123 is John Travolta stealing a train.
No, you're thinking of Grease.
Oh my god, no, that's just them, like, flying on a car.
No, you're thinking of Michael.
Taking a Pelham 123. It's John Travolta and Denzel Washington. Armed men hijack a New York City subway, holding the passengers hostage in return for ransom, and turn an ordinary day's work for dispatcher Walter Garber into a face-off with the mastermind behind the crime.
No, John Travolta was only in Drag and Hairspray.
Totally. Directed by...
The Taking of Deborah Logan.
The Taking of Deborah Logan. It's a movie about... Well, it's not really about anything.
Honestly, I was on the found footage train for a long time.
I was on the found footage train too until John Travolta and Denzel Washington came on it and started taking people hostage.
Come on.
Until that happened.
Okay, well, let's just discuss let's just discuss.
That's just disgusting.
Let's discuss found footage as a whole. What do you think? Like,
I think it was extremely inventive towards like 2008 and on. I think that Blair Witch Project paved the way, but it's nowhere near the shining moment of found footage. I feel like found footage really shined around like 2008 to...
Really? I thought it started with Cannibal Holocaust.
I don't really consider that found footage. That's more of a...
So it's like half found footage.
Yeah, because it's not... They don't do the shaky cam thing. They don't do... I think found footage really started for me, like the genre, like the cliches started with the shaky camera, the corner cams in the rooms, all that stuff. I think that's when it really started.
Okay, what are some of your favorites?
Well, you know what my number one favorite found footage is.
Do I?
You do.
Wait, is it the new one you've been talking about?
No.
Wait.
The one I've talked about for years that you know I'm obsessed.
Oh, the virginity hit.
What is that? What is that?
No, sorry, Project X, right? That's your favorite.
That's not even a found footage movie, is it?
No, it's Noroi.
Yes! Noroi, The
You
Curse.
know so well.
So good. If you haven't seen it, you gotta see it.
I got halfway through and then I fell asleep, but not because it was boring, just because I was tired. I just haven't gotten back around to watching it.
It's the most redeeming movie you'll ever watch. Everything is explained in the end, and you feel complete and utterly satisfied. There's nothing unsatisfactory about that movie.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
Do you want me to just list off some of my favorites and then you can agree or disagree?
Yeah, totally.
Paranormal 1 and 3.
Yeah, I did like 2 though.
2 was whatever. And the marked ones was whatever. The only one I really disliked was 4.
No, 4's the best.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
Freaking hated 4.
4 was...
Yeah, the girl was hot though.
Ew, no.
Whatever, I thought she was. Chronicle.
I don't even remember Chronicle other than the fact that like the opening scene had like a Crystal Castle song playing in the background, so I think I enjoyed it. I'm not sure.
Oh, that wasn't a song, was it?
I think so.
I thought it was the cha-ching cha-ching, ba-bling ba-bling.
Elmo's World.
Forget about the price tag. That one.
That was not the opening music.
That was in it. They were in the car and they were driving, and the cousin was trying to be cute and funny.
No.
He had giant eyebrows. No. Personally, I'm very excited for Paranormal Activity: The Ghost Dimension.
That's an actual name of the movie.
That's the name of the 6th one.
Oh, jeez. No, it was. Back in the Chronicle thing, it was this song. I'm gonna chipmunk this portion of the video. Get ready.
Starring Katie Featherston, who's only famous from the
Chipmunking the video now. It's this song. That was the song.
Okay, I didn't ask. So.
Baptism by Crystal. Well, I did that for like my own satisfaction.
Okay. Anyway, Cloverfield.
Cloverfield is one of my favorite movies. Like, not just found footage.
Not to mention the I wasn't really like into movies when this happened, but I've heard so much about it and researched it since. But apparently, the viral marketing was
amazing. It captivated me so much. I was like obsessed with like the whole. Oh, it's Bunko, whatever the Japanese company was that's like making slushies, and a satellite they had fell and awoke an egg and all this stuff. I was just like obsessed with it. It was so
okay. Cool. Obviously, Blair Witch.
Blair Witch is okay. It's still
come on.
The end.
Terrifying.
No, I don't think it's scary, but I think the ending is the only part that actually like really unnerves me.
The ending is effective beyond belief. Oh. And the snot is effective beyond belief, too.
I'd like to thank my family. Oh my god. And then, like, snot pours, like, out of her nose.
Speaking of which, Megan is Missing. Best found footage movie of all time.
Nope.
Actually, oh wow. 2, we'll save these till we get to worst. But 2 of the movies on my found footage, least favorite found footage movies list are... Actually, a lot of these are my least favorite movies just in general. Wow, okay, I'm excited to get to that. But one of my favorites, Man Bites Dog.
I haven't seen that.
Dude, you gotta watch it. It's crazy.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably the best found footage film I've ever seen.
Wow.
It's the quintessential found footage film. Screw Blair Witch. Screw Paranormal Activity. Man Bites Dog.
Screw John Hughes. What movie?
The Den was really good, even though it's like loosely found footage.
Oh my god, what's that one found footage movie we watched? Is that on the list?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Jeez, okay.
Obviously, VHS 1 and 2.
Viral.
That's also on the list, but not on the good list.
VHS 1 and 2 are really good, yeah.
I forgot to put this on the list that I'm reading off of, but WNUF Halloween Special. You haven't seen it yet, but you have to.
No, I haven't seen it, but I really need to. I really need to see that soon. And I know this might not be in your list, but I actually think this is promising candidate. Was V for Vacation in ABCs of Death 2.
Oh, that was really good. Yeah, that felt like a VHS short.
Yeah, that could...
V for Vendetta.
V for Vendetta, great found footage
best
film.
Best footage movie of all time.
Love it. Fedora Core, best movie of all time.
Now, you probably haven't seen this last horror movie.
What?
It's a ripoff of Man Bites Dog, kind of, but it's like... It starts off as like an actual movie. It's actually really cool. Starts off as an actual movie called The Last Horror Movie that you would like rent at any old rental store they're non-existent now, of course. But
wow.
And then someone taped over it, and they were like, "You're gonna watch this tape of me going around killing people, and whoever rents the tape next is who I kill next." So like once you're done watching the tape, he kills you.
Oh, that's terrifying. It's
really cool.
You know what?
Because you actually see people watching the tape that you're watching and then dying.
You know what I think my favorite found footage movie is?
If it's sarcastic, don't even.
It's not even out yet, but I know it's gonna be a classic. It's called Snuff. It's gonna be a...
Shut up.
It's gonna be a hit. You're gonna not want to miss this one.
Stop shamelessly self-promoting yourself.
I know.
Poughkeepsie Tapes.
Yes, I do like that movie. It's so boring, but when you actually get to the tapes, it's so good.
That one scene though with the crawling thingy.
Oh my god, I play that song like every day as I'm trying to fall asleep. It's so good.
Last Exorcism, very good.
Very good. I love
Last Exorcism Part 2. Number 1, not found footage. Number 2, you can't have a Last Part 2. It makes no...
And number 2, not good.
I saw that movie in the theater.
Why?
I don't know. Okay, now here's one that is... I like the sequel more than I like the original. The original was just mediocre. But Grave Encounters 2.
I haven't seen Grave Encounters 2, but I saw Grave Encounters 1, and it was...
Grave Encounters 2 is so meta and self-aware that it just...
All I know is that Sean C. Phillips is at the beginning, and he's like, "Hey guys!" Then he just like pops up, and...
Yeah, without Sean C. Phillips, I would hate that movie, but I mean... Same with Banshee.
Banshee is literally just Sean C. Phillips, though. Doesn't he dive? Doesn't he get like a stop sign like put through his chest or something?
I hope so. I grew up on Don and Murph, though, and I just...
Let's not go into that one.
I've only got like 4 more goods. Have you seen The Bay?
The Bay, I'm talking to him right now.
I'm gonna kick your ass. The Bay was really, really good. Super creepy. It has the hot girl from Cabin in the Woods in it. Well, one of the 2 hot girls. Sigourney Weaver.
Wow, I love it. So good. Prayers for Bobby.
This is one that no one knows about, but I watched it on Netflix, and it's surprisingly awesome. The Conspiracy.
I don't know what that is.
It's about like Illuminati and government, whatever.
Illuminati.
Pretty cool. Now, I think this is one that I enjoyed very much, and you did not. The Sacrament.
No, because I'm such I'm like extremely obsessed with Jonestown, and I've like researched it and everything, and I feel like the fact that it was a shot-for-shot portrayal, and then it ended with like a spoiler, almost a Bud Dwyer, almost a Bud Dwyer like suicide. Like seriously, it was like a shot-for-shot Bud Dwyer suicide. Like when he shot himself, and it's like I don't know. It felt cheaply done, but it, once again, just like Chronicle, the intro music was "Heartbeats" by The Knife, which is one of my favorite songs, and I freaked out over that song.
What is with found footage movies and your favorite songs?
I don't know, but it did. It was like, "One night to be confused," and it was really good. And I was like freaking out.
And finally, seasons 1 and 2 of Marble Hornets.
No.
What? Seasons 1 and 2 are phenomenal. Come on.
I like season 1 because it was when it actually was mysterious, but then I think season 2 is when it started to kind of dissolve, and then...
Well, yeah, not all of season 2 is perfect. Season 3 is just...
trash.
Well, not trash, but it lost me.
Trash.
So, obviously, there are a lot of good examples of found footage.
The one we watched today was not a good example.
Not a good example, but we will get to that. But really... I don't know, I loved it, but it's just going downhill.
Yeah,
and here are some examples of it going downhill.
Wait, I didn't get to mention one that's on the goods.
Oh, go ahead. This is the newer one that you saw, right?
Yeah, As Above, So Below. I loved it.
I haven't seen this yet.
I loved it.
Shane can't stop talking about it.
I will not shut up about As Above, So Below. I thought it was great, and I recommend it to everyone, and it was good. Go see it.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Great. Now, some of the worst... And I'm sure you will agree with me on most of these. Most. Okay, first of all, I put Devil's Due on here. That's not really that bad.
Devil's Due wasn't terrible.
It wasn't anything great, but...
It shouldn't have had a theatrical release.
There were some really cheesy parts, like the breaking the windows scene I thought was really stupid.
I like that. I like the scene with the kids flying around when she's eating the deer.
I forget that.
She's like eating the deer, and then she like flings.
Oh yeah, that was really random though. I just like seeing Saracen in it.
It was neat. I just liked the movie. It was fun. It was a fun movie.
QB1. Sorry. Okay, the Banshee chapter. Have you seen that?
No, I don't know what that is.
It was only like half. It was really annoying because half of it was found footage, but the half that wasn't found footage was filmed like found footage. And it pissed me off the whole time.
What was that one movie that you talked about that you were like, it's found footage, and you were like, don't watch it? Like Bigfoot something, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's on the list too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Okay, we both saw this one, and I think we both hate it. One of my least favorite movies ever. Can you take a guess?
VHS Viral.
I don't want you to take a guess. Wait, what did you say?
VHS Viral.
Okay, yeah, good. I didn't want you to guess one of the ones that were coming later. on the list. But yes, VHS Viral. We both recently watched this. You give your review first, because somehow this has a 71 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, so the wraparound story, it makes no sense because they cut out the story that actually is supposed to support the wraparound story. So
I will say the part with the feet being cut off when he was on the back of the truck, that kind of creeped me out a little.
that was kind of cool, I guess. But every single short in that movie was garbage because they weren't found footage in the slightest. They weren't interesting in the slightest. They weren't.
The last two were found footage, but the first one was not at all.
The first one was not at all, and apparently that was the best one. But I didn't even think that one was interesting. It was literally,
that was better than the other two.
But it was literally just a special effects showcase of magic fighting, and I was not interested.
Well, the director of that was the director. Have you ever seen Dance of the Dead?
No, but I know you like
Really
that
big,
movie.
really big guilty pleasure of mine.
Okay.
Check out Dance of the Dead, guys, if you haven't.
Aaron's in it.
Nope. But yeah, I really loved the scene with the Mexican like druggies going around and punching all the spirit Halloween props.
That was so annoying. It was like the most annoying scene.
Nothing happened.
It was so annoying. It was nothing. It was just screaming and shouting and punching and...
What did they keep saying? Like, what did they keep calling that kid?
Fago. I don't know.
No. They kept calling him something like, oh my gosh, blank kid's like dead. Like, video camera kid's I don't know. It was weird.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
It was trying to be cute and funny, and it wasn't. And also the penis and vagina one was just whatever.
It was dumb.
Okay. This is another one of my least favorite movies, just in general. I'm gonna be honest with you, Shane. You know my number one rule about movies, right? Whenever I watch a movie,
Don't masturbate to it on the first watch.
okay. Nope. Close. I always have to finish the movie.
But you have to finish during the movie. Also.
That's okay. I have to finish watching the movie. Thank you.
Okay.
And there are only two movies that I haven't. This is just ever since I've become a hardcore film watcher. There are two movies that I haven't finished. The first one is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, because that's just.
That's a found footage film.
No, I'm just saying. I'm giving you perspective. I haven't finished Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, and I haven't finished August Underground.
August Underground only because it's nauseating.
August Underground made me sick to my stomach.
I feel like it's a good movie though because it really pushes the boundaries. But I think it's gore-wise, like the special effects are amazing. Like they push so much, so close to like what we can tolerate and what we can't. But
okay, but yes, I agree. They obviously accomplished what they were going for, but I don't understand why they had to showcase that. Like, okay, we all know snuff films exist. Now's a perfect opportunity to plug snuff. But
you know what else exists? A movie about snuff films called Snuff, directed by me. You gotta go see it. You gotta get it.
Come out sometime within the next 3 decades.
Basically.
Yeah, I did not like August Underground. I thought I might like it, but just her nipple being cut off and everything. Oh, I don't know, man.
I don't even know.
Apollo 18, garbage.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Now here's one of our, we both agree this is one of our favorite movies of all time. Megan is Missing.
Love it. Came all over my nose.
Actual dialogue from the movie.
I wasn't even gonna add context to that. I was just gonna leave it at that. Just came all over my nose and just let the two people that watch this figure it out.
No, we need to explain just in case my parents find this and listen to it.
Oh, true.
My parents stalk everything I do. So
Oh, jeez.
I'm a 17-year-old hiding from my parents.
Oh man.
But
Hey,
kind of
hey.
like Megan when she's talking about the blowjob she gives, and then her mom comes and she's like, "Rah!"
That happens?
You don't remember? She's talking about
she
the
likes-
blowjob, and she's like, "He came all over my face and in my nose," and then the mom's just like, "What are you doing, Megan?"
And then she shuts the computer really fast, and then the other girl's like, Megan! Megan!
Basically, we can't really say that much about Megan is Missing. It's my second to least favorite film. No, scratch that. It's my third to least favorite film. If you want to learn about Megan is Missing, just go watch YMS's review, honestly.
Basically.
And then my second to least favorite film, Shane, we watched this together.
I know what it is. I
You know
don't
the-
even, I don't even remember what it's called, but I know it's...
The Upper Footage!
Yeah, that movie. Not good. Don't watch it. Ever.
No words. No
Ever.
Words. It's not even the type of movie that, like... Megan is Missing you could watch because you'll be entertained. It's so bad that it's, like, funny at parts.
Upper Footage is the most racist, homophobic, disgusting, stupid, poorly acted, badly
You've seen American
scripted.
Psycho, right?
Yes, I've seen American
I feel like they were trying to go for those type of characters.
No. It was just
They
offensive.
just failed completely.
It was offensive at most. It was just...
Shane's only offended because they talked about gays in a negative way.
No, I know you
No,
at some...
they talk about everything in a negative
I know you at some points even felt uncomfortable with just how, like, slandering they got. Like,
Yeah.
I can handle, like, some things, but to that point, I was just like, oh, come on. It's like the director actually was like, kill the gays, put this stuff in here.
I hated this movie so much that I went on to do research about it just to see what type of person could make this movie.
Quentin Tarantino was gonna do it, but apparently not.
BS. No, I watched a couple interviews with the director. The director seems like a serious, like, down-to-earth, cool guy. He said this is the only found footage movie he's ever gonna do, which, okay, cool.
Good.
I might actually watch what he does next, just to see if he's actually good at filmmaking, because he seemed like he's passionate about it. But this is just garbage, and, like, I feel like it's just a genuinely good guy and possibly good director just
making a
screwed
terrible
up.
film.
Yeah, like, I don't know what he was even, like, he was talking about how he was trying to make them look like bad people. Like, yeah, you went a little over the top. Like, we could have gotten they were bad people because they killed this innocent girl.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we got 3 more on the worst list, and then we can finally talk about the movie that we're reviewing. I'm not sure if you saw this, but phenomenal director. I know you like some of his other stuff. I love some of his other stuff, hate some of his other stuff. This was just, Willow Creek.
Hold on.
It's the Bigfoot one.
No, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, you didn't watch it. I watched it. It's basically Blair Witch with Bigfoot and a married couple. It's literally Blair Witch. That's all it is. There's the interviews with the townsfolk, there's, I don't know, it's just,
it's directed by...
Goldthwait.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's directed by that, like, Mountain Lion, Silver Man, whatever it is. So,
World's Greatest Dad is one of my favorite movies.
God Bless America is one of mine.
Yeah, I hated God Bless America. Yeah, I don't understand how he can direct one of my favorite movies and then 2, like, horrible pieces of trash. But, I mean, God Bless America...
God Bless America is nowhere near as bad as, like, Willow Creek, I don't think. Like, I haven't even seen it.
God Bless America had some redeeming factors. Willow Creek was just pathetic. And plus, that tall redhead girl is in all of his movies. I don't know what... anyway, rest in peace, Robin Williams. The next one I haven't seen, but I hear it's horrible, and it's notorious for its ending, which is the first movie to have you follow
a website link.
Yeah, go to a website link to see the end of the movie.
So lame.
What movie?
I don't even remember. The Devil Inside.
It's not The Devil's Due.
The Devil Inside?
Yes.
Yes. I saw that movie in theaters, and it was the biggest cop-out of the 21st century.
I was gonna go see it in theaters. I'm glad I didn't.
Nope, don't go see it. There's one jump scare in the whole movie.
I started watching it a couple... Okay, I guess I lied. I have stopped on this movie, too. I started watching it. I really liked the first scene. The first scene's pretty awesome. Where they're in the basement, and they're like, oh, right, with this new broadcast, we're gonna show you the bodies. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
John C. Reilly.
But the rest of it just... after that ending, I can't bring myself... Cuckoo Clock! Can't bring myself to,
Cuckoo Clock would do.
Can't bring myself to watch it. And then this one definitely doesn't belong on the worst list, but I just felt like I have to mention it just because I watched it recently and it's fresh in my mind. You know who Brian Bertino or whatever his name is, right? He did The Strangers.
Yeah.
Which I sort of like, but after watching YMS's review, it's like, I get why it's a bad movie, but I enjoy it.
I've never liked that movie.
I enjoy it for what it is, Shane. Sometimes you just have to do that with films.
And guess what it is? A piece of shit.
Anyway, so is this, his most recent film, Mockingbird.
Mockingjay. I love the Hunger Games.
Mockingbird.
Oh. I don't know.
Bird.
I don't know what that is.
This film starts out really cool. It's like, it's actually, there's some really creepy parts to it, but the second half is just like, oh, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then the ending, spoiler alert, if you want to watch Mockingbird, part 1 and part 2, starring Jennifer Lawrence's nudes. Basically, it's just like, these kids, it's kids.
You
know, have you seen Eden Lake?
Eden Lake?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, in the end, it's like these kids, well, you know, for the whole movie, it's kids killing the couple in the movie, Michael Fassbender and, what's her name?
Yeah.
And it's genuinely creepy, because these kids are threatening. But in Mockingbird, it's just like, last 3 seconds in the movie, it turns out it's kids who are doing all the killing. There's no way kids did any of this. It's stupid.
I don't like movies that do that.
It's stupid. The build-up was good, but I don't know.
And I'm gonna mention a movie that's not on your list, but it's on one of my least favorite found footage films, and that movie is Lake Mungo, and everybody loves that movie, and I hated it. It was the most
I really want to see that movie.
build up to nothing movie of all time.
It looks interesting.
It's nothing. It looks great, and the first hour you're like, what's happening? And then it shows like disturbing images, and you're like, oh my gosh, oh, hey phone.
You might want to make sure you're recording.
Yeah, I have it right here. It is.
Oh, thank God.
31 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah.
Holy crapola!
But
talking about the movie soon.
But anyway, Lake Mungo, I was just like, so good, 1 hour in, and then all of a sudden they reveal what's actually going on. I was like, wow, great.
Kind of like Deborah Logan, but like 10 minutes in.
Basically, except Deborah Logan had like maybe one creepy image towards the end of the movie.
No, towards the beginning too. The dead old lady.
Well, that was just because we were like stupid and we're like.
Can we do documentaries count as fun footage?
No, let's just get on with the
actual.
actual.
Can we take a minute to talk about that one with the dead kid and the wife who kills the husband? What's that movie called? Dear Zachary?
Oh God, that movie's so sad.
Good movie. Check out Dear Zachary if you haven't.
That movie makes me cry every time.
The Taking of Deborah Logan. Do you want me to read the IMDb synopsis or the Rotten Tomatoes synopsis?
Either or.
Okay, I'm gonna do both because I laughed really hard when I read the IMDb synopsis. What is taking Deborah Logan? Some memories are worth forgetting.
Oh. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like pulling out my phone, getting ready to like text people and all this stuff, but that's it.
Yeah, everything you need to know about the movie. Now the actual synopsis. Mia Medina, which is the least Asian name for the most Asian woman ever, has finally found the perfect subject for her PhD thesis film on Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's. Sorry, I don't know why I said it so weird. Alzheimer. For the next several months, cameras will record the everyday life of mother Deborah Logan and her daughter Sarah, who Sarah could have been her mother. It really wouldn't have made a difference. They were both old as hell.
Basically.
But as the days progress, strange things begin to happen around Deborah that are not consistent with any findings about Alzheimer's. It becomes apparent that there's something besides Alzheimer's that has taken control of Deborah's life. It's an evil that is far worse than the debilitating disease with which she was first diagnosed. So basically, they're downplaying Alzheimer's, which is something that should not be downplayed.
Basically. But the fact of the matter is, the description...
Everyone who has Alzheimer's is going to try to eat children.
Basically. But the thing with this movie is that you will never find out what is actually happening. There's no rhyme or reason to what is happening in this movie.
This movie is like the same ending, where it's a kid and they just smile at the camera.
That's all it was. It just ended with a child smiling at the camera.
Spoiler alert.
No clue who this child is.
If you're listening to this, you probably don't care about spoilers, right?
Yeah, true. It's just,
no one's even ever going to see this movie.
There are two scary images in the whole movie. The first image that popped up that scared us was a picture of a dead old lady, and it was
that was so spooky.
It was just spooky because it was literally nothing.
No audio.
It was nothing.
And it stayed there for it stayed on her for 15 minutes.
That's all it did.
Okay, well, first, let's read a couple of other people's reviews on The Taking of Deborah Logan. This review comes from Christian Toto.
Christian YouTuber.
Christian Toto, the famous movie reviewer from HollywoodIntoToto.com. The Taking of Deborah Logan, or as it was originally called, how found footage nearly wrecked a solid horror romp. That's not a review, but thank you, Christian.
Great.
Then we also have this other review from Katie S. on Rotten Tomatoes. She gave it a 2.5 out of 5 and said, it was alright. Not great. Thank you, Katie. Very, very insightful opinions. Now let's give our opinions.
It was lame. It was shot well, but it was lame. I was bored.
Yes.
And
Yes.
nothing happened.
Okay, you want to go through some pros and cons?
Pros. It was shot well.
Pros, dead old lady.
Pros. Old lady eating a child with a gaping mouth. That was
Yes, that was really cool. Old lady nudity.
No, cons.
Plus.
Cons.
Some of that in VHS viral too, but this was better, old lady nudity.
Cons.
What is with old lady nudity all the time now?
Yeah, really.
Kathy Bates and About Schmidt? That was like 2,000 years ago.
I know.
The levitation part was cool, where she like just ended up on the kitchen counter, and they were like, "Ooh, but the time didn't change. The time code is the
It
same."
was just like an editing thing though. It wasn't even a special effect. It was literally
If you actually saw that like in a video, that'd be kind
it'd
of
be freaky, yeah, but
It
wasn't
now,
believable.
I kind of stopped listing pros and just sort of listed things that I thought were really funny.
like what?
The endless amount of addicts in the house.
Oh yeah, and how they're like, we will not exploit this family, and every single shot is like someone drinking alcohol or smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes. So
Exactly, and through a window or a doorway.
yeah, like not supposed to be filmed. Like yeah, totally not.
So basically, the film opens. We get these 3 hipster douchebags in a car. One of them is a sort of hot Asian lady. One of them is Paul Giamatti, and the other one is some guy who immediately... Let's give you an idea of the cameraman. He immediately asks when he walks into this country home if there's a Starbucks nearby.
Great.
So, yeah. I mean, I can't really get too, like... What's the word I'm looking for? It can't be too judgmental, because that would probably... critical. Because that would probably be me, too. But yeah, I thought the Endless Addicts was funny, because the cameraman was just like, oh, there's a lot of addicts.
Yeah.
I wrote sort of hot Asian lady twice, so I guess I thought she was really hot.
I guess that's a double pro.
This is a double pro. The cameraman, the one smoker lady, always told the cameraman to go first.
Yeah, she's like, you go first. Like, thanks.
I'd be like, no, you're not paying me enough. Even though I'm getting paid double now. Double the rate! Or we're leaving.
Yeah.
That's what the cameraman do.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, that one scene where it's just like, Paul Giamatti's just like, hey guys, I hacked into the mainframe and I got the translation for the Devils.
Yeah, literally all he did was like reverse some audio, and he was like, I did some hacking work, flipped the swiggle modulator, modulator gigabytes RAM too, so we gotta get this going. It's like, great. And then they like play some garbled up audio. It's like, and then it's like subtitles say like, feed off the flesh of the innocent. It's like, I don't hear that. Great.
And then my final pro is that it was obviously they put effort into it, but they resorted to cliches too often for it to be a good horror movie.
Yeah, they tried, but they failed, so.
And by they, we mean Adam Robitel.
Levine.
Nope. Close. They're probably both Jewish. I don't know where I got that information. You might know Adam from the special thanks section of Chastity Bites.
Chastity Bites. We don't know.
And I think he was also an extra on X-Men or something, because this movie was produced by the producer of X-Men. And Trick or Treat, one of Tate's... Oh, sorry, I called you Tate. One of Shane's favorite movies.
It's one of Tate's favorite movies too, though, so you were referring to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I said Tate, sorry. Shout out to Tate, if you're listening. Hey, Tate. Now let's get into the cons, which this is probably going to be the lengthier part of the podcast.
Yeah.
They have the same opening twice.
Yeah, they do. It starts off, and it's like arriving at the house, and the lady's like, I don't want them filming, and it's like 1 week later, and they arrive at the house, and the movie actually starts. No point to the opening.
We wasted the first 5 minutes. They were probably like, we gotta get it to exactly 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was. It was an exactly hour-and-a-half movie.
You know your movie's gonna be good if it's exactly 90 minutes.
Totally.
Okay. Now, this is probably gonna be a lengthy discussion, but static, sound effects, jump scares, and audio in found footage movies in general.
I don't really have much to say about that other than
Really?
It's pointless. I mean, there's no point to it. You're filming a movie that's supposed to be found footage. Obviously, there's no sound design to found footage whatsoever. There might be...
You don't get, whenever there's a jump scare, you don't get the boom.
No, and there was one effective scare in it. I mean, it wasn't super effective, but it still was kind of like they just turned the camera and the woman was right up to the camera. And
That was a really good scare.
yeah, but there was no...
Again, in the first 15 minutes of the movie, the only good part of the movie.
Yeah, there was no, like, bah, and there was no, like little violins. There was no...
I just think movies in general don't need that.
No, they don't. They really don't. And if you're gonna do it, you don't need to do it every 5 minutes. Because that's what like every movie does nowadays. Is every 2 seconds you're gonna hear a noise or something.
And also there were those weird CGI graphics that, if this was actual found footage, would not have been put into the...
No, like the little middle school health video graphics that like just show like the diagram of a brain and stuff. Like, get out.
But then again, no one died, so... No one died!
Nobody died in this movie.
No one dies.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Nobody died in this movie.
What? Oh wait, actually, sorry, excuse me, Sheriff Tweed died. Forgot all about Sheriff Tweed.
Who even is Sheriff Tweed?
It was the lady who...
Oh yeah, Sheriff Twerk or whatever, yeah, no.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. What was I talking about? I don't think we're good at podcasts, Shane.
Well, we've done it for 42 minutes and we basically covered everything, so...
We're gonna keep doing podcasts, though.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
I'm having a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone else is having fun.
This is so easy, even the kid can do it.
That's my mom's minivan!
Great. So you want to cut it there?
No. We're still going. I want to hit an hour mark.
What? No, we don't have anything to say.
I've got a few more things to talk about. The stock characters, the stock Hollywood priest.
Wow.
You're totally out of this podcast by now.
I'm out of it now. I'm out.
What about the van noise?
The what noise?
The van noise. That's Paul Giamatti's driving away.
Oh, the like little Dukes of Hazzard's horn installed on his... Yeah, like literally he like went away and it started playing like an ice cream truck song. Like I don't even know.
Not on any car anywhere anymore.
No.
Redonkulous. Oh, by the way, I still haven't gotten that copy of VHS 2. So.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Let's fill our audience in. The whole 3 people listening. Shane and I exchanged gifts for Halloween.
Yep.
And I sent him Friday the 13th from Crystal Lake to Manhattan.
Yep.
And he sent me VHS 2, the Blu-ray DVD VHS combo pack. And mine got to him when?
Like 3 days after you sent it?
And yours got to me when?
Not there yet.
Ah.
But to make things even, I'm not watching the movies that I got until you get yours in the mail. So
You're cute. It's like the you can't eat dinner until everyone gets their dinner rule.
Can't eat candy until everyone has a lollipop.
Can't have your cake and eat it too. Why are you so tired? It's literally 9:40.
I don't know. I just got like so sleepy all of a sudden.
Deborah Logan did it to you.
Oh no, she's gonna come eat my head off or whatever.
That was a genuinely scary part of the movie.
Because I had no clue what was going on.
It was like, I think at that point, neither of us were even watching anymore.
So we just like glanced at it and then we were like...
And she's swallowing this little leukemia girl's head and we're just like, what?
What is even happening?
And like, what does that even... Okay, now you put your mouth, you put her head in your mouth. So now apparently she has the devil inside of her, right? Is that what I got from it?
I don't know, because the movie ends with the little girl smiling. And
I honestly think it's social commentary on feminism.
yeah, probably.
The whole movie was really
See that.
speaking out about problems these days with I don't know what I'm saying.
Feminist frequency.
Hey, did you know that genetic discrimination is really a big problem in Nigeria?
I don't even know what that is, so...
It's actually not a big problem in Nigeria because they don't have enough technology yet. Hey, shout out to all my Model UN buddies. I'm really glad I joined that.
Wow.
Actually, I'm pretty glad. It's not horrible. Shane, have you ever been a part of any clubs in high school?
Yeah. I used to go to gay clubs all the time. But now.
You should have like sound effects that we can put after we make jokes.
No, I was never a part of clubs. I was in photography for like a year, but I dropped a camera, so I got kicked out.
No way.
But it was like a little ugly flip camera, because this was in like 2007, so we didn't have like good cameras. It was just like a little crappy Canon camera, but I dropped it.
That's the best thing about my film production class in high school. They have like really high tech, like they have 60Ds, Canon 60D. It's like crazy. Just to let the audience know, I'm still in high school and Shane is not, right?
Right.
You're like, you would be in college, but you're not in college, right?
Right.
Cool. So Shane could make podcasts every day, but unfortunately I have to keep my honors pre-calc grade above a 80.
Or else I don't get to come visit Aaron in spring.
Oh yeah, fun fact for the listeners, Shane and I have never met each other in person, but we've been talking online for, what, has it been 7 years now?
7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years. I started my YouTube channel July of 2007, so a little over 7 years. No, you started Slap It Said or when?
October of 2008.
Okay, so probably 6 to 7 years. Which is crazy to think about, talking to someone for that long and never meeting them.
Yeah, it's a long time. It's good. It's good.
This is good. Now we're making a podcast. We come all this way and we made a podcast.
Okay. But we're gonna have to wrap this podcast up because Mr. Shane's getting sleepy as hell. I know.
If we actually get any listeners on this, maybe in the next couple podcasts we can like start answering questions or something. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool if this gets any sort of recognition.
We just gotta spread the word. We gotta put hipster stickers in cafes, and people will start listening.
Cranberry pumpkin.
They want to hear about Deborah Logan, so we'll tell them about Deborah Logan.
Basically.
Maybe we should start doing more popular movies.
Yeah, not Deborah Logan.
Okay, no more final reviews of the film. What do you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd probably give it 3.5 to 4.
I was thinking of 4.
I'll give it a 3.5 to a 4.
Creepy visuals. They put effort into it, but they could have done a lot better. Definitely not the worst found footage I've ever seen. If you want to see the worst found footage I've ever seen, The Upper Footage.
Great movie. Love it.
More like the
We'll see you guys later.